So today I'm going to be talking about the video quiz questions, chapters 1 through 6 and chapter 13. So first is chapter 1. The first question is, what was the key ideas that stood out in this chapter? What stood out to me is that public speaking is an everyday thing, so it's not just reserved for certain careers or certain people. We all public speak, and according to the book, it says that anytime you have the ability to change thoughts, values, knowledge, you're public speaking, and there will always be a need for public speaking. We're kind of getting where there's a lot more online communication, and online communication will never replace public speaking. We will always need it. Number 2 is, what did I learn from this chapter that I didn't know before? I didn't know about the speaker being the sender. So when you're speaking to the audience, you're sending them information, and your audience is the receivers of the information. Number 3 is, why are these key ideas in the chapter important? And these ideas are important because it makes people realize that public speaking is much bigger than it is. It's on a bigger level, because personally, when I think about public speaking, I think about politicians and motivational speakers and teachers and things like that. I don't really think of myself as a public speaker, but in reality, we are all public speakers. So, the last one is, where can these ideas be used in a professional and personal standard? So, like the book said about public speaking being the ability to change thoughts and values, etc. So when you're talking to someone, on a personal level, and you have the ability to change their thoughts and values, you're public speaking to them. And then on a professional level, you can use that in your career. Like say, I want to be a nurse. So if I'm talking to people in a hospital, whether it's 2 people or 100 people, I am public speaking to them. So that's it for chapter 1. So chapter 2, number 1, the key ideas in this chapter for me was positivity and visualization. Positivity is a key aspect to doing well overall, not just in public speaking, but in real life. You also need to avoid imposing your own cultural frame on people. That's another key idea in this chapter. You need to think before you speak. That goes back to imposing your own cultural frame on people. And you also need to cite everything that is not your own. So don't plagiarize, things like that. If it didn't come from your head, you need to cite it. What I didn't think about, or what I didn't know before I read this chapter, was about visualization. So if you visualize yourself giving a speech and doing well giving your speech, it can help you be more successful. Number 3, these ideas are important because being positive and confident, it goes together. So if you're being positive and if you're being confident, you're more likely to be more successful. And also, academic honesty is essential to maintaining credibility with not just your audience, with your teachers and people in your professional life. And also, if you're not honest in your academics, you can get expelled from your university or fired from a job even in the future. And so last is, how can I use these ideas in my professional and personal life? And like I just mentioned, academic honesty, that can get you fired from a future job if you plagiarize someone's work and publish it as your own. And on a professional standard, on a personal standard, if you're talking to someone and you're lying or you're not saying, oh, I got this from here, people can think you're lying, and then you lose your credibility as a person, and also people won't trust you anymore. That's it for chapter 2. So next is chapter 3. Excuse me. Chapter 3, the key ideas for chapter 3 is using an evaluation guide can aid in a successful speech. Another one is understanding people. You need to understand people come from different backgrounds and things like that, so that you aren't stereotyping and putting people in this little box. You want to think outside the box and do research. So one thing I didn't know before reading this chapter was ethnocentrism, and that's preconceptions of one's culture according to the book. So you need to avoid ethnocentrism because you don't want to have this, like I mentioned earlier, little box. You don't want to put people in that little box and then give a speech about the little stereotypes in that box, because then you're offending people and chances are it's incorrect. Number 3 is, these ideas are important because it will help you deliver a great speech if you have an evaluation guide to go off of, and it will also help you give a speech that doesn't offend people if you do your research outside of your tiny box and you think more about the people that you were delivering to. So last one, these ideas can be used on both a professional and a personal level. So professional level, if you're in a future job, you need, like, maybe you're giving a presentation later, and you can do like a little evaluation guide to help you do well in your speech for your presentation. And also I'm going to take the ethnocentrism to a personal level. And with ethnocentrism, you're talking to someone, you gotta think they come from a different background than you. They're not like you, and you need to think about that in both professional and personal level. That's it for chapter 3. Next is chapter 4. So the key ideas of chapter 4 was knowing your audience's demographics, because that can be helpful when you're presenting your speech. Because you you think about who you're speaking to, it'll help you in the long run of your speech topic and things like that. Number 2, what did I learn in this chapter? I learned that you need to do your research on your audience. Think of, like I mentioned earlier, think about the demographics, look into who they are and kind of what they do, and that way it can help you deliver a more successful speech and maybe pick a topic that's more interesting. So you may not be a topic that you're interested in, but a topic your audience is interested in to keep your audience more engaged with you. Number 3 is why this idea is important. And like I just said, knowing the audience's demographics can be helpful in choosing a speech topic, and you also want to avoid offending anybody. So knowing the demographics can help you avoid saying something that might be offensive or hurtful. Number 4 is where can these ideas be used? Like all the past questions I said before, these ideas can be used on a professional and a personal level. Talking about a personal level, if you're talking to someone, think about the demographics, and these demographics kind of go hand in hand, I think, with the last chapter, talking about ethnocentrism, prejudice, and stereotypes. So, think about someone's demographics when you're speaking to them on a personal level can help you avoid saying something you don't mean, saying something hurtful or offensive. And same thing with a professional level, when you're giving a speech to your colleagues, they don't all come from the same place you do, and they're not all like you, so that can help you avoid, like I mentioned earlier, an offensive speech. That's it for chapter 4. Next is chapter 5. So for number 1 in chapter 5, the key ideas are your speech should fall into a certain category, and you should ask yourself questions like why, what, and what's the point. And if it doesn't fall in those chapters or those areas, think about rewriting or creating a new topic. There's also specific orders for different types of speeches, for example, chronological, sequential, things like that. So number 2, I didn't know about the different speech orders. Some of these, of course, ring a bell to me, but there are certain ones that I didn't know about, and so it kind of opened my eyes a little bit to how to write a speech differently, and also, writing a speech in a certain order helps your audience follow along a lot better. Number 3 is why are these ideas important, and speech orders are important because, like I just said, it can help your audience follow along in your speech better, and it gives like a roadmap when you're presenting to somebody. And where can these ideas be used? This, to me, applies more to a professional setting. So if you're giving a presentation to a conference room full of colleagues, you can go back to these, why, what's the point, and these speech orders to help you give a more successful speech in the end. Next is chapter 6. Chapter 6, the key ideas, to me, what outlines are essential to a successful speech. So you want to outline your speech to help you know what you're talking about. It gives you something to go off of. Gives you something to put on your note cards and things like that. Helps you follow along better. Something I didn't know before reading this chapter was about specific outline patterns that can help you write a more successful speech. Number 3, these ideas are important because outlines equal organization. You want an organized speech for your audience so you're not jumping around all over the place when delivering a speech to them. Number 4, where can these ideas be used? Again, these are more of a professional setting because you'll need outlines when giving a speech to future colleagues, future interviews and stuff like that. It can help you, outlining certain things will help you understand better what you're talking about, and it can also help you deliver a better speech. And it can also help you, like I mentioned earlier, outline equal organization. So you need to be organized, and an outline can help you be organized in your professional life later on. So last chapter is chapter 13. So the key ideas that stood out to me in chapter 13, this was a chapter about Austin Peay and online public speaking. So the key idea was about Austin Peay offers public speaking online. It still has the same requirements as we have to do in class. Otherwise, Austin Peay cannot offer you the same credits as they offer the in-class. And taking that into number 2, I learned that for public speaking online, you have to have an audience of 5 or more. Without 5 or more, then they can't give you the same credit as they do for the in-class version. Number 3 is why are these ideas important. So I mentioned when I was talking about chapter 1, communication is becoming more and more online. So actually, taking public speaking online could be very helpful in the end because you are learning how to use online communication because, like I said, it's becoming more prevalent with how technology is advancing these days. But once again, online public speaking will never replace in-class or in-person public speaking, so it is important to be well-rounded in both. And this can be used in professional situations. So like I mentioned a couple seconds ago, public speaking is becoming more and more online. People FaceTime when interviews, they do, online conference calls, like FaceTime conference calls, video speeches, and things like that. So taking posting online can help you in that aspect. But that is it for chapter 13, and that is it for my video quiz. Thank you so much.